Mic testing. Oh, hot mic there. Sorry about that. What's going on, y'all? We'll be starting here very shortly. Just another minute or so. I'm just checking everything, making sure we're running smoothly. Be right, be. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all had an awesome weekend. Happy Monday. It's time for some chart action. Well, let's move some of that out of the way. Anyways, it's no Noiz time. I am Z Rex. It's about, what is it? I don't know. Right before 11 on November 13th, 2020 trace. Time to look at some good old charts. Nothing really happened over the weekend. Kind of boring, which is pretty typical since the futures came out many, many moons ago. It's kind of crazy to think that was all the way back in 2017, y'all. All the way back over here, right at literally at the peak. They launched those. So, yeah, it's been a long time since the futures come out. Since then, weekend price action's mostly boring as hell. We did have a couple little altcoins popping off over the weekend, but other than that, Mama Bear, Unicorn Shirt Man, nothing really too crazy. We are seeing speaking of Unicorn Shirt Man, he is kind of popping off today, more so than Bitcoin, right off this nice horizontal at 2000. So that's a good reaction right there for that level, testing previous major resistance. And since we did just blow right through it with a big girthy candle, that's good that we came back to retest it. Oh, excuse me. That's a good retest and hopefully continuation. I guess we'll see here probably this week. We need to clear that 21 and a half kind of level right there. Let's see. I think Osmos has been killing it. That was a big mover this weekend. That was pretty much one of the main ones I saw. That's at least on our list anyway. Man, what a freaking move off this low. It finally did something after all this waterfalling. Oh, let's see. But man, stuff is so vertical like this. Man, that's the only thing I have concern for in a lot of the crypto moves is this thing. This shit has just ripped face, and almost every chart looks the same except for BSV. BSV is just sideways. But getting ahead of myself in the list, let's jump back up to total market cap because I do want to see that. We haven't looked at that in a while. Man, looks really good above 1.25 trillion. 1.6 is the major resistance on this guy. So still got a little room to run, to be fair. Based off that, dominance is taking a little breather as some of these altcoins rally real hard. Still higher lows, higher highs, though. Very much in an uptrend. Looks very dominant, above 50%. Spot price itself, nice weekly close. I mean, this is pretty much a continuation type candle. The only issue is y'all already know that 38,000 is major resistance right now. So until we really get over 38K, we're kind of just lollygag mode. Let me see here. Yeah, we got the continuation off of this little upward pointing pennant thing formation, whatever exactly that's called. But we're just kind of chilling here. I mean, it's tough. It's going to be tough to get through 38K, I think. Because if we did do that, I mean, we would probably just shoot up to like 42 to like 46, like almost instantly if that were to happen. So kind of interesting that we're just stalling right here. Maybe we're just getting some price acceptance before continuation. And nothing's changed since Friday's video for me on the short term above 35,000. That is looking very bullish. Only then, I mean, it still looks bullish even on the macro. So that short term is that 35K level. Macro, it's all the way down to about 32,000 roughly. So, but on the daily, it's still looking good. And you could also use just like a shorter term moving average, like this yellow one is a 21 EMA. So you could just use that too, kind of on a daily. And once that starts getting breached, maybe we'll go down and test, the 55 or whatever. I did throw on the mama. We haven't shown this in a while. Look at the mama, man. The mama coming through. Look at this base it made. Get out of here. Y'all, if y'all have watched the show for a while, hold on, let me clean this up. If y'all have watched the show for a while, y'all know about the mama. The mama is no joke, and you're probably like, what the hell are you talking about? That is this funky looking purple line right here. That's not smooth in any way. It's all jagged and crazy, but it is very accurate in calling bases and floors. It's more of a long-term thing I like to use it for. And you can see, I mean, to the freaking penny, this thing went right to it, filled it out. Very textbook. The mama does this all the time. You can see it right here too. You can see it over here. You can see how it rode over here too. I mean, like I said, if y'all been watching the show for a while, y'all are familiar with the mama. I don't throw it on here all the time because it just kind of clogs the chart up. And that's kind of one of my favorite things. So I'm not really just trying to give that all away as well. Give me 1 second here. Maybe in the future, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the exact kind of direction I want to go with the channel and all that stuff. So, maybe I'll even just like give it to people in a subscription thing or something, like $5 a month, something cheap. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Right now, I'm just trying to get consistent, first of all, with doing my streams. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, but yeah, very nice. Again, 32K long term. And let's see. We're actually just going to turn that off right now. Clean this chart up a little bit. 32K longer term and about 35K on the shorter term. Futures, let's go to futures. See how they closed last week. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it looks good, but you can see 38,000, is that major resistance. I mean, there's no doubt that is the ceiling for now. And again, above that, then we're looking into the low 40s, at least, I think 42, because, we got to do 420. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So that looks pretty good. Let's go to GBDC, how that weekly closed. Wow, beast mode last week. Almost 11% gain, but look where we're at. Lots of resistance here too. So just like 38K on Bitcoin, you got about $31 on GBDC. And let's see. Again, let me reiterate how important GBDC is, even though I hate pretty much everything attached to them. I don't like DCG either. But anyway, just off of price action and using it as a reference, we talked about that over here in this area, that GBDC does not get faked out as much as spot price does. I'm not sure exactly why that is. It's just a pattern I've noticed a bunch of times. And the most recent example is it never even made a new high back when we tapped 69,000. Hell yeah. Back over here in last November, actually, a year ago, almost to the day. And so that is very important to me. Actually, I'm sorry, 2 years ago. Holy crap. Wow, that was 2 years ago? Whoa, man. Jeez, time flies. Holy moly, dude. That's wild. Anyway, so it didn't get faked out when Bitcoin made a small incremental high off of this structure over here. So very important. And it's done that a few other times in the past. We're not going to go through all of them right now, but it did it again right here. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty cool. But now we're at that same level on the upper end resistance, kind of where Bitcoin spot chart is. So that's good for confluence. So it's really reiterating that we're right up underneath that ceiling. Let's go to Ethereum. Unicorn Shirt Man is also saying the same thing because look, we're not even above this very nasty tweezer top. Now it doesn't look like that because of the way I have this my candles painted, but this is a big down candle, and this is a very textbook tweezer top formation. And look, we're right at it, right at the tops of it. So we have confluence among the majors, which is pretty much Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point. So we have confluence between all that, and we're right up under the ceiling. Again, clearing these a little bit more, that 38 and about 2150 is going to get a pretty sexy run if we're able to do that. And that would engage if we get probably just like a couple of days over that price action. Y'all know I usually like 3. But given kind of the structure and the Bulls momentum here, it probably wouldn't take 3 this time. I think even just hanging out up there for 24 to 48 hours would be enough to engage that because everybody seems pretty damn excited at the moment. So the FOMO shot could be real. And it would be hilarious if we just rally right up to this trend line cross from the futures here for the Christmas holiday, whatever season that you like to celebrate. That would be really funny to me. Bitcoin loves its triangles, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, that's for sure. But futures also showing that we're right up against the ceiling. Let's go to Litecoin. What is Charlie talking about? He is, man, these are some big wicks. And what exchange am I on? Bitfinex? Yeah, that might be why. I mean, these are like the wicks to tails. It's like every day it's 5-6%. If it truly is moving like that and these aren't bad prints, man, there's a lot of scalping in there that you could do intraday. If that is your fancy, intraday is very tough though to trade. It's very exhausting, that's for sure. But as we hover above $73, it looks pretty good. Let's go to the weekly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, we're about to open and close a weekly potentially this week, but we still are sideways. And surprisingly, Litecoin isn't really rallying that hard relative to like all the other shit coins. So a little bit surprising, but again, also right up against the ceiling at about $77. So above 77, we probably get to the bottom of this blue box, which I will extend over now. Well, maybe I won't because it's locked. Let's unlock that bitch and move it over because that potentially will become relevant here soon. That will be a major resistance ceiling next time or on the next up leg, which is about $90. ETC, oh snap, look at that, right up against the trend line and a shooting star doji. And looking left, look at this, right up against this box too. Very important areas. Again, we got confluence across almost even the shit coins now since they've had time to catch up to Mama Bear. And so, are we about to have continuation or is this going to be some fake ass bullshit breakout? It looks really good. I don't see any like divergences or any concerns for that. The only one is that everyone's real bearish and scared of any kind of market downturn, recession crap. And Bitcoin's only been out, I guess, in one recession type environment if you want to count COVID. So, I mean, and it dumped. So in big sell-offs and recessions and depressions, all correlations go to 1. Everything sells off. Gold, real estate, silver, Bitcoin, it doesn't matter. When bears are really strong, everything just keeps selling off. So now, will gold and crypto and certain things base faster and maybe rally earlier and get out of the funk than equities? That's definitely the case. But when bears are real strong, they freaking slap down on everything, man. And Bitcoin has not proven itself to be a hedge against the markets. I know a lot of people try to spit that narrative, but that is hopium all the way. There's no data to support that because it's only been out, like I said, in one crash, and that's Corona crash, which is like a huge outlier in itself. So Maybe if we do get some kind of crazy shit happening, next year is elections, and it's probably going to be a doozy. There's going to be a lot of emotions swinging around. So, I would imagine 2024 is going to be pretty damn volatile. So, might want to get y'all's seatbelts ready on that one. Anyway, I digress a little bit. XRP looks very good above 65 pennies on the daily. Oh, weekly. Nasty close on the weekly, though. I do not like that. That is shooting star indecision all the way, which also is just adding to the confluence of all the other charts saying, this does look pretty good, but wait, are we really breaking out now? That's kind of what the market's saying at this point, while we just kind of lollygag under major ceilings of resistance across the board. Let's see here. XLM, not too shabby. Got up to 13. Ugh, man. All right. So, all right. This does not look as good. This looks like just a rally to the other side of a range. This is still a lower high. And with this huge tail on here, and look, this will be the fourth day, and we haven't even bulls can't even close a body candle halfway up this big body right here. That's not the best looking setup for XLM, and bulls have lost their Momo on the oscillators, on the daily. They haven't lost it on the weekly yet, but look at this giant indecision candle that closed. Super doji, again, adding to the whole narrative that we're seeing across the board against shitcoins too now, since they've had time again to rally. The one that is saying suck it, and it has been saying suck it for a long time, is Tron. Look at this, y'all. But ow, into the blue purple box. What is this? I don't know. Whatever. We'll call it purple. Excuse me. These allergies are kicking my ass, man. All right, let's see. Yeah, if you don't live in Texas, and you want to move here, maybe just get ready to deal with some allergies. I think it's like one of the worst states for that crap. Blah. Anyway, let's see here. Looks very good. I mean, this has looked good like the entire year, making higher highs, higher lows, definitely showing the strength, relative strength against the entire market, really. Very nice job for Justin Sun and crew over at Tron. I like this a lot. Looks very good above 10. We're above 10. See how a lot of stuff isn't. Now we are above 10 cents. Hold on, let me rephrase that. A lot of stuff isn't above its ceiling, not 10 cents specifically. Y'all knew what I meant. Looks very good, though, but now we're kind of in a little short-term price discovery mode. This bitch can go all over the place, could easily pop up, to 12, 13, and the upper end of this range is 14 pennies. Looks very good, though. Ain't got no problems with this chart, especially above 10 cents. Looks very good. DOT is just pretty much straight the F up. Hold on. Let's get this. We are a little bit higher here, but the struggle's real. I mean, look at all this resistance right here. Let's go to a weekly so y'all can see that a little bit more clear. Look at all this resistance, this cluster, right at the 55 too. So we did get a full girthy open and close above the 21, so that's nice. Now let's get two more, and that would be very nice and sexy because, as y'all know, in crypto land specifically, I really like 3 weekly open and close bodies above or below the 21 EMA to dictate the trend, like longer term trends. And that works very well on crypto and specifically on Bitcoin for sure. And you can see here too, look, we never even got 3 over here and then rolled back over. See? 3. There's something magical about the number trace. And just for shits and giggles, if we go back a little bit here, you get 3 and then you get some continuation. And this chart doesn't have anything before the 20, but whatever. Y'all get the point. Easy peasy. 3 OCs above the 21 EMA or below. That gives a lot of Momo to whichever side that is on. So maybe we get that by the end of the month. We were talking about that a little bit on Friday, that the end of this month should give us some real good clarity for longer term. And y'all already know what time it is. Early spring is the happening. Oh my God, yay! Everyone's so excited. ADA is already at the 55, same kind of thing as DOT, up against this major resistance now. And the tweezer top, semi like Ethereum. So Mega resistance here at about 40 pennies. Link has just continued to tear out of consolidating in this giant purple box for so long. Very nice move here. I mean, this thing looks beast mode. It's actually above the 200 MA. Wow. So Link showing relative strength in the market like Tron for sure. This looks really good above about 1230. As long as it's above about 1230 long term, this looks very sexy. Shorter term, you could again use the 21 EMA. But even then, the structure off the daily is still also 1230. So like the lower 12 handle, very important. Now, is there any divergence or anything? No, not really. Not really. Man, look at this. Bear's just been in the freaking forgotten zone since October 21. Woo! That does not happen very often. That does not happen very often. Wow. Okay. So I mean, I'm expecting a lot of these because this is just so aggressive. I actually would one, I'm expecting it, and two, I think it'd be better for the charts too if we kind of sold off pretty hard off a lot of these rallies and built the chart up a little bit because this is not sustainable. We're not just going to keep going up and up and up like this for into perpetuity. That's just not how charts work. So, and the longer and faster, or sorry, the longer that it keeps this up, this trajectory, the elevator down will be a lot more aggressive. So I would really like to see this kind of build the chart up a little bit better, and not just on chain link, but kind of across the board at this point. Let's see. EOS, there you go. Same thing. Chilling above the 200 MA, just barely though, but again, right to the left of the summer business. Let's see here. Yeah, look, we don't even have an open and close. I mean, I guess you could count this one. Close is close enough. So, man, maybe this is getting ready for a shot to like 90 cents here, or the 55 EMA, depending how long it takes to reach that. Yeah, so that's not too shabby. But again, probably won't happen unless Bitcoin breaks 38,000. BCH, God dang it, BCH, will you do something? I'm about to have to let this one go. I just took this as a shorter term trade. Let's see here. I just took this as a shorter term trade right here. I was in it before back over here. But I was like, oh, right on this trend line. It hasn't rallied yet. Yeah, and it's not rallying. So let's see. Weekly. Yeah, shitty weekly. I mean, below 230. I'm going to wait. That was the line in the sand for me. We get sub 230. I mean, we could easily fall all the way back to this horizontal here. So, where's this higher high at? Come on, BCH. What are you doing? What are you doing? Roger. If y'all don't know, Roger Ver. Let's see. BSV, look at this. Coming off of double historical flashes up here. HV vol flashes, these red lines. Y'all don't know about that. The vol flashes are very important. They imply large moves coming soon, usually less than, 10, 15 candles or so, generally speaking. But it is directionless. So you have to kind of take it's not like, oh, okay, that means it's going to go up huge. No, it is directionless. Yes, you can use kind of the structure, which obviously we're in a bullish structure now. So we can kind of lean to the upside. And this actually is wow, this is actually 3 weeks. Ooh. Okay, so Bitcoin SV has 3 weeks officially open and closed above the 55 EMA, but look at these weekly candles though. There's no follow through at all with them. So that's a little bit sus when you get that. So I like 3 weekly candles, especially over the EMA. But when they just like do this right at major ceiling resistance and there's just no follow through, it's not super sexy. Really need to see this get over $52 on the daily, and then we can start talking about punching upwards. But yeah, right now just super lollygagging, kind of up and coming on a month of just chilling right here around $50. Longer term support is about 45. XMR, what are you doing, privacy peoples? It is above its summer high, so that's nice. I like the chart building above this little cluster, above about mid 160s, so that's cool. It's very tough for Monero to get out of the 160 handle to the upside. It's tried a few times this year and failed every time. Here, failed. Here failed. And here failed? Maybe. We don't know yet. It is open and closing above the weekly. We don't have really good structure on the EMAs, though. They're kind of all spaghettied out. Let's see on the daily. On the daily, we do, though. We do have Chrono Cross on the daily, really giving more support to that, mid, lower 160s area. So as long as we're above that, it's okay. And this candle does look pretty good, to be fair. This one right here with the scare on November 9th last week. Zcash. Oh, we made it over 29. Oh, hell yeah. Well, this looks pretty good. Let's see here. Weekly. Maybe we get some open and closes. This actually would set up for a good run if we can stay above this 29 for the next week or two and get like 2 more open and closes above 29 and the 21. That would be a pretty good moonshot, probably to like 36 to 42, something like that. Nice. So maybe Zcash might be one to pay attention to, especially if Bitcoin breaks 38,000. Dashy Poo, what is it doing? Yeah, I mean, looking pretty good, but kind of in the same malaise as everything else, right? It's pretty much 2 or 3 charts. Yeah, same shit, different day here. Not even close to open and close on this one. So a little bit weaker. A lot of resistance at about also $42. Of course it is. What else would it be? Doge, what are you doing? Or dog, as some people call it, doggy. What is wrong with people that say that? Does that make y'all mad too? When someone says doggy, I'm like, dude, don't disrespect the meme, bro. What are you doing? Anyway, 8 cents, low 8 cents handle, major resistance. We're already getting that confirmed so far with the nice little wick on this candle from Saturday. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly, we got 1, 2 open and closes above the 21. That's pretty sexy, and they're very green and girthy. And we also do have momentum on all the oscillators. I do like all of that. Very sexy time. Let's go back to the daily. And as long as this is riding up, would like to see the 200 also curl up, which will probably happen here in the next week, as long as we stay above about 7.2 pennies. But we are kind of struggling at that summer high there, the summer ceiling, we can call it. Is this kind of breaking just semi like a, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I had to clear my throat real quick. All right. Is this kind of a descending triangle, sort of? A little bit. Kind of have to force that one on there. So we're going to leave that alone. As long as it's above 69, hell yeah. Then it looks pretty damn sexy. Because you got this right here, the rejection candle, or the attempted rejection candle right here on this pump. Bulls defended it and had continuation. So that 69 level is very important for the Doge. You also can see, too, on this November candle, November 9th last week, the tail on it went pretty much right to 69 and got bid all the way F up. Very important. 69 level. So let's go Doge. Maybe Elon will announce that it's going to be used as currency on X. I think that's the big. What's up, Casey Lewis? How you doing today? I think that's the big allure to the normies of Doge, that Elon could bless it with his X. Whatever X. It's such a weird. I don't know. That name is weird. It's still taking a while for me to. People still call them tweets too. Tweets on X. I mean, what else would you call them? X's? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Moving on. All right. This is interesting. Is this a 618 retracement? Ooh, I'm sorry, an 886 is what I meant. Yeah, it is. So pretty interesting. Until we're back above 69 cents again, then yeah, I don't know. This is looking a little bit like whatever. It's not super sexy. Just hanging out under the ceilings, man. That's the theme of this video, is hanging out underneath the ceilings. So really range bound 69 and about 60. So pretty much the 60 handle to keep it easy. Until we get out of the 60 handle, it's kind of meh. True is looking real good. I like this chart. Definitely at resistance at this 5 cent level. After five, we can probably look for low 6 cent handle. And as long as it's grinding up this, I mean, higher lows, higher highs. This one doesn't look as extended as some of the other ones, so it has a nice chart on it, kind of like Tron's chart a little bit. XRD isn't doing shit. And I'm surprised this one hasn't pumped. I haven't bought any yet. Probably should have bought some when I first was mentioning that last week on a Monday, but that would have been a pretty awesome entry right around here at 42. Oh, but still looking pretty decent. It does have higher highs and higher lows, just barely. And I do like this shutoff candle right here. So short term above 42, even a little. Nah, let's just call it 42 because it's 42. We got to use that. Just above about 42 looks pretty good. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Yeah. Surprisingly, this one is a laggard. There's no debating that. Definitely a smaller market cap. So, what is it? FD market cap? That's a new one. What is that? I don't know. Interesting. All right. Yeah, this one might be a good play. The only way pretty much is watching this. If it goes back below 42, it probably will break this low. And if that happens at the same time as Bitcoin losing Momo, you can bet your ass we're probably going to go into a little bit of testy zone down here in the mid threes. But this one might be a sleeper, y'all. VeChain, what are y'all doing, VeChain? Struggling, touching into the purple box, our target up here, but struggling. Hey, what? It's doing the same thing as most everything else? Shocker. Yeah, right to the 55. Yeah, so the struggle is real right now. Just kind of hanging out underneath the ceiling. Let's erase this because whatever, that's been played out. Does look really good though, above 2 cents. So VeChain. Adam kind of pumping and giving up some of its biz here. So yeah, same chart, barely struggling right here at the summer. Whoa, same shit, different day. Osmos, though, wow, what a freaking move, dude. What is this, a 3X? Wow, damn, that's impressive. Very nice, Osmos. Also, though, at major ceiling resistance at 70 cents. Actually, no, it's 69, really. Come on, what am I saying? So, yeah, you can see, too, today we tapped 69 and backing off already. So, just that's the theme, again, of the market. Ton struggling up right. Hey, guess what? It's right underneath the ceiling. Shocker. So, it needs to get over 260. Shorter term looks pretty good above 220, though. Matic is, let's see. Let's go to the weekly. Oh, look, against. Well, it's actually above the summer. Nice. Well, that's a little bit more better. And it's actually attempting to open and close above the 55. So a little bit of strength for Matic, which is not surprising because Nike is using Polygon. The DraftKings is using Polygon. Oh, man. So I read this. This is crazy. I did not know this. I don't think this is shared around. So y'all know DraftKings, betting, all that crap, whatever. I saw an article about it, and they have 5% of their revenue is coming from their NFT game on DraftKings, which is crazy. Like, wait, what? They just started it last year, and it's already garnered 5% just selling NFT crap, pretty much, on DraftKings. I mean, that ain't no joke, y'all. Like, if that can be mimicked across other businesses and platforms, Nike's trying to do it with the shoes. I mean, they're about to allow people to like actually get their real shoe made at some point in the future. They've already done a couple pilots, but I mean, if that keeps turning into a give me one sec. Jeebus Christ. Holy shnikes, Casey Lewis. What is it? We're about to have a whole freaking hour on this crap. Whoa, dude. He's a busy man today. He's a very busy man. All right. But again, looking at the where was I at? Oh yeah, so we're coming up to the resistance, just like everything else in the ceiling, but with Nike, I don't know who else is using it, but I know Nike and DraftKings ain't no joke. I mean, people won't bet on sports. That ain't going anywhere. And they're only going to get approval in more states as time goes on. And if 5% of their revenue almost is already from NFTs a year in, that's very impressive. Nothing to sleep on. That's for sure. All right. Anyway, let's move on to ES. You already know what's up. Looks fine about 4,400 with the target of 45, but really it's the 4,400 handle is the range right now. Are we going to get some Santa Claus Christmas stuff going on? Potentially. I mean, this candle, like I said a couple weeks ago, looked very sexy, just slicing through the EMAs like butter and then getting follow through. We are in this magenta candle, so really reiterating that 44 handle, how important it is. Above 4,500, man, I bet we make new highs on this within like a few months, probably. Crazy town, right? Because everyone's like, oh, how is this happening? The market is not the economy. They are different. I don't know why everybody thinks that. The stock market is not the economy. Very different worlds there. Okay. And trying to like marry those two is just a recipe for disaster. In Q above 15K, you already know what's up. Looks good. Maybe a little shorter term, you could probably ratchet that up to like 15.3. If you're a little bit more conservative, like 15.3, 15.4. Let's go to the Dow. Man, very nice kind of flag here with getting some continuation. Holy shit, this looks really good above 34.2. Look at we're 34,420. Hell yeah. Very sexy. I mean, same candle structure, getting some follow through. Weekly open and close above this horizontal and all this business looking left would be pretty damn good for the Bulls, no doubt. Rut Dog. Rut Dog's the one that's kind of in the hole. Let's see. Right in the I mean, finding a little love in that mid 1600s, but look what it did do. So this might be a little bit of a clue. Look at this low. This body close is lower than all of these bodies, but let me see. Hold on. 1640 and the close is 1645. That's pretty damn close, but technically not a body close below that wick. Very interesting, though, that the bodies are lower. So that's a little concerning for the rut. In a way worse position than the other majors, that's for sure. It's still a little heavy, to be fair, below 17 and a half, but we do have this kind of range established of 16 half and 17 half. So, it's kind of range bound until we get out of that. The trannies, what are they doing? Hanging out in the box, nothing too crazy. Got a little gap here. Nothing too crazy there. Moving on. The DAX is actually looking pretty good here. Is this a little false breakdown? Let's go to the weekly. Is that a false breakdown? Very well could be. If we start just getting comfy above this 15K level again, and definitely above 15.5, that would look pretty good. Very similar to the NASDAQ numbers. VIX just chilling here, whatever. VVIX, what happened? Oh, I accidentally moved these at some point. VVIX getting smashed, y'all. If this goes into the 70s, watch out for major rallies, y'all. Like, for real, though. For real, though. And that's what's so crazy. Like, we could rally so hard from here still, even though, like, the sentiment is pretty bearish in majors and normie markets. But that actually sets up good for that kind of situation, especially if there's any pause in rate hikes or any kind of clue and like, oh, we might go down a little bit, which I don't think that's existing yet, but we'll just be watching the charts because that's the best way to do it. Nice bounce here off of that mid 70s zone for Earl. What else we got? Nothing on the weekly so far. It's like potentially trying to get bearish on the weekly, to be fair. See if we can get back over 82. Y'all know that's been the line in the sand on the upside for a long time. Broke over it, I guess, kind of on the backs of whatever the hell is happening overseas. Who knows? It doesn't really matter the reason. Just look at the chart. Keeps it way more simple. I probably have some resistance right here at about 78 half. You got the 200 and then this little cluster over here at the bottom of it. So, we start getting comfy back up in 79. We probably will go back and test 82. And then pretty obvious, anything back below 75 easily opens the door to like 72. Nat gas, is it about to bounce here again? Is it going to do it? It has been doing very beautiful structure for this entire year or most of the year. Very nice. As long as it's above $3, this is a potential long for sure. Bonds, are they trying to base here? Maybe. Getting hard rejected on that trend line. I mean, they got a lot of chart to build first. And I know everyone's already probably going to say, oh, look, dude, it's an inverted head and shoulders, moonshot all the way, 100% gains. Let's go. Yeah, maybe. But even if it does draw patterns, don't forget you're supposed to wait for confirmation of patterns too, which wouldn't even happen unless a close happened above a 108.15. So maybe, but we're still riding the trend line down. TMF, same crap. Dixie, 105.50 is kind of the line in the sand for the floor. See if it looks we're getting tested kind of today, getting a little testy. Below that, I mean, shit, it could easily fall to 104. Probably real good support around 104.2 because we have to put 104.20 in there. So probably some good support there, but nothing really too crazy on the dollar. Same with TNX. All these charts are kind of like topping out or basing or whatever you want to call it, depending which one you look at. They're all signifying the same thing, though. Euro. Let's go to gold because whatever. We don't need to look at the euro. Gold is still struggling to get over 2K, man. Every time it goes and touches it, it gets immediately rejected and comes back, usually about to the lower 19s. Here we are now. Man, there's just gold, man. Freaking sideways, boring ass shit. I don't even know what to say about this right now. Just a chart above 1930 looks pretty good, but 1930 to 2K is just super range bound, and it's been sideways for most of the year. Silver 2250 is kind of the ceiling a little bit right here. I'm sorry, it was 2350. My bad. 2350. Breaking 2250 was kind of I got those mixed up. My bad there. Breaking 2250 is nasty. It did that Friday. We got some push down, and what is this doing? We get open and closes below 2250, y'all. It looks like garbage. It looks like trash. I mean, sorry, silver bugs. Man, not looking great. Where's the Momo? No higher highs. It's been since May. Bulls can't even make a higher high against a few weeks ago whenever it tries. So not great structure on silver. Sub 2250 is kind of shitty. Platinum below 900, y'all already know, sucks. Even shorter term, like 870 sucks. Palladium, dude, going to zero, apparently. Kind of crazy to think that in all the Russia crap back over here, it went to $3,400. Went to the target almost exactly. Very nice. The good old TAT leaves. I mean, this is just garbage. It's been garbage. We've been saying below 1,200, don't hold this long. That's danger zone. So it's trash. It's trash for a while now. It's going to need a lot of love to fix that chart. GDX also selling off, looking pretty nasty. All right, so we got through the list. Let's go to the 84 tickers. Hey, Hellbound, what's up, dude? He bought UEC at 540 last week. Looking at Uroy, but I think it's a little hot. All right, let's go through these 38 tickers that Casey Lewis put in here. I'm going to fly through these, dude, because that is a lot. Avio's long. I like this above 920-ish. Looks very good. You got a 940 stop. That is really tight. I think that's too tight. That's way too tight for me. I feel like that could easily get stopped out. I would ratchet up to this top part of the ceiling now turn into the floor at 923. and you're targeting $1,000. Yeah, I mean, 1,000 is definitely going to be some good resistance for sure. Those whole numbers like that are serious psychologically. And don't forget, earnings are coming up, but that's not until December. So hopefully you can get that move out of this trade before then. I would just, for me personally, I would have my stop a little bit lower on that one. Is that Adobe? I haven't looked at that chart in a while. Oh, holy crap. Adobe's at almost all-time highs. Very interesting. And we've got Chrono Cross on the weekly. Ooh, that's beautiful. The only thing I can see here is this is probably close to a 886. Yes, it is. This is kind of the area that it bears will turn it around. These are called deep retraces for Fibonacci lovers out there. What's your target on it? Because if it's anything above 886, that's way too aggressive, in my opinion. Yeah, 760. Oh man, you're targeting all time highs. That is very ballsy. I think right here, I would not take that trade. If anything, I would look for maybe about this 630 area, 620, 630, and you're stopping out at 512. Let's see here. Man, you got a pretty big swing on this one, double digits. That's a little bit higher than you usually are swinging for. Yeah, that's not my favorite setup there. I'm not a huge fan of that one there. Just also because where it is right here. If I was going to trade this, you're like, hey, gun to your head, you have to trade it. I would long anywhere kind of in this range until it broke like 569. Below 569 starts to get nasty, and this could be the deep retrace for the rollover. So, but yeah, if the one thing that this could break through is if you see confluence on SPX busting through 4,500 and Nasdaq starting to look really good, then you could probably do that. All right, let's see. CDNS all time highs looks like Cadence Design Systems. Okay. Wow. Well, what the hell, man? This thing has not had no bearish movement in a while. 250 above 250. That's the floor for me. What do you got? Stop loss at 230. Man, you're taking some bigger swings now for percent wise, it looks like. And you're looking for 263. Oh, sorry. You're looking for two. Whoa, you're looking for 325. Woo, buddy. You're looking for 25% gains. I'm not sure how you got that target. Did you pull a fib right here, like a 618 or something, or 2618? No, you didn't get it from that. How about from this structure? You could have got a 3618, I guess. I don't know exactly how you get your targets, but this is in price discovery mode, so it's bullish as hell above 250. There ain't no doubt about that. Let's see. Chesapeake. That's Chesapeake, right? Oh, no, that's Checkpoint. Whoops. Did I put the right one in there? Checkpoint Software. Man, what's up with all these dang software guys? Killing it, man. Let's see. Looks good above about 120. It's major support at 120 on the long term. Shorter term, it's about 134. And let's see what you got here. You targeting this all-time high? Or are you moonshotting? You got a lot of moonshots today, bud. Bubba going for the moon here. Let's see. Hold up. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Nope. Okay. So you're looking for 40, 158 and 133. Perfect stop. I love that stop. That's good. And 158. That's all-time highs right there, man. So pretty aggressive. There's obviously going to be some resistance right here at about 147, 148. So maybe just be mindful of when the price gets there, of how it reacts, and kind of go from there. But yeah, I do like your stop, and this one does look pretty decent. Love this candle on, or this weekly candle a couple weeks ago. Very nice. And you got the follow through, so that's good. Let's see here. Where are we at? CPRT. Got and more Copart. Oh, I love this. So I'm in the car business, so I know all about the Coparts. I don't buy from them that much because their fees are freaking stupid high. But this does look pretty damn sexy. Wow, I'm glad you pointed this out to me. I haven't looked at Copart's chart in a while. Beautiful, dude. This is blue sky mode. 40 above 46 handle looks very strong. Oh, let's see here. He's targeting $55. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason this should stop there. And your stop should be somewhere around here, right? Let's see where it is. I keep getting lost in all your tickers here. 45. Yep, perfect. Love it. That's my favorite one by far. Not just because I'm in the car business too, but chart wise alone, very, very sexy chart. Wow, look at this thing. It's only up. Dude, if y'all have listened to the show a lot, I've talked about how automotive stocks are slept on. People don't really think about that as far as like holding long term. And I do think that that's going to be a very lucrative business over the next decade as 2025 and 26 come with all this drunk monitoring and eye movement monitoring software being mandatory in new cars after that. Like, dude, people aren't going to want to deal with that shit, at least like until all the young people grow up, just and that's normalized, which is going to take a little while. But there's still a lot of old school people that are like, man, I just don't want a giant screen in the freaking center of my thing, and definitely don't want it to read my eyes when I'm driving. So it's a little invasive. You know what I'm saying? No, but great chart though. Very nice, man. On the coparts. All right, let's see what else we got here. Crowd. What is Crowd? CrowdStrike Holdings. Very nice. Is this blue sky? I don't know. I gotta zoom out. No, it's not. Man, it's at major resistance though, and you got this magenta candle over here at 206. Pretty much 200 really is major resistance. 221. I mean, your setup is not that bad, and you're looking for about two. Yeah, your setup isn't that bad. You're just kind of like right inside of this magenta candle. Funky things usually happen inside of those. Um, but this isn't too shabby. I could get behind this one more so than a couple of those other ones. I like, yeah, that's a good decent setup. Let's see, FT AI. Is this an AI stock? Oh, it's an aviation stock. Let's see here. Man, there's always a bull market somewhere, as the great Jim Cramer always says. That's never wrong. Let's see here. Very bullish above 38 bucks. Coming up to the 42 resistance. You already know that's always a resistance or support. Very sexy. Does have dividends today. Oh, so that probably already got paid out. So you're already good there. That can matter sometimes if you trade options. That can be an issue occasionally. Let's see here. 38. Yeah, I mean, this looks really good. What's your stop on that? Stop at 33. That's a little deeper than I would go. I would stop at like pretty much 37, 36 handles, something like that. So it's a little deeper than I would go. But I like everything else besides that though. Very nice. HLT. What is that? Let's see. HLT is breaking out. Is this also blue sky? Little blue sky action. Oh, hold up. Oh my god, wrong one. Oh, the Hilton. Okay. We got some hospitality stuff. Very wow, holy shit. It was gonna die in COVID. No one was ever gonna go out anywhere ever again. But wow, this looks really good above 155, man. Very sexy chart. And this is potentially about to print. If this closes up in girthy this week, that'll be three white soldiers on top of a breakout flag. That's a freaking pretty sexy ass setup there. I do like this a lot above 154 handle. What's your stop? Is you got a little tighter stop. You're all the way up at 159. That's fine. That's a little more aggressive. Target of 160. Oh, sorry, wait. Target of 166.99. Oh yeah, you got to pick that, right? Yeah, I like this. I mean, this is you could argue that this is just a holding position until you see momentum wane. So above that 155-ish area looks very good. You got some nice bullish charts here today, bud. The Claw Corporation. Wow, this thing only goes up. What the hell do these do, man? I haven't heard of a lot of these, dude. Controlled yield semiconductor management stuff. Okay, well that makes sense. Well, it's just pretty much up and to the right for the most part. Blue sky as well. Oh, wow. Love this. Above. So the magenta candle of death is usually nasty and gets downside follow through. If you follow along with the channel, though, the thing about it is if it doesn't get follow through after it prints, meaning to the downside, a lot of times they will get negated within, 5, 6 candles or so. And so I actually really like those, and they don't get follow through for relonging on them. Um, and this looks really good. You got an open and close above it. About $500 is major support on this chart. Yeah, you're at 495. That's perfect. And you're looking for 610. Yeah, I don't have anything. This is in blue sky all the way. So I like that one too. Very nice. All right, let's go to Lynn. What's Lynn? Lindy PLC. What the hell? Process chemicals. Is it, yeah, huge company, crappy dividend. Okay. Gases. Let's go see if we're at all time highs. Yes. Yes, we are. Wow. Blue sky here, too. Very sexy above 390 ish. I mean, this is blue sky. It goes up until it doesn't. That's what's awesome about blue skies. You can kind of just hold them until you break those support levels. Let's see what we got here. 400 on Lynn. You got the stop at 69, 369. Oh yeah. Man, you're taking it all the way to the bottom. That's fine because that's kind of like the base of even this little breakout area. For me, I would use it a little bit higher, like the 380 handle. But it's 369, so we gotta take that one. And your target is what is your target? Four wait, 460. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's kind of far though from here. Like, man, you're taking some big shots. I like it. But hey, you got 2 to 1s, you got your risk, you got your plan your trade your plan. That's it. Looks oh damn it. Sorry about that. Freaking every once in a while I just get freaking grasped by the allergy fucking bug. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, very good setup. Blue skies, dude. I'm always down holding blue skies long term, or not long term. Hold on, holding blue skies until they're not going up because they go up until they don't. That's how blue skies work. L and Dub, Light and Wonder, Casino and Gaming. Oh, I don't have this one on my casino list. Okay, okay. Base Products Association for Gaming, SciPlay, and iGaming. Very nice. Okay. Wow. Well, on the backs of that comment I was talking about with DraftKings, maybe they can put some NFTs in their life and get some extra revenue. Anyway, beautiful close, candle close yesterday. Not getting no fall through yet, but last week's candle was sexy. It is at major kind of ceiling resistance at about 88, though. So a little bit riskier on this one for longs and the other ones that you've shared. Um, 83, looking for 93. Yeah, I mean, I think 93 would easily be hit off of this structure. And 83 stop. Is that where you're at? Is that what that says? Yes, 83 stop. Yeah, that's I would even hold this until probably like 79 or 80, but because 83 is pretty tight up here. It's nice and tight. Yeah, so not terrible, but there is a little bit of resistance here at 88. So that's not my favorite one out of the ones you've listed. All right, moving on. Microsoft. Whoa, here's one that everyone knows. Holy crap. Open and close. Wait, is this all? This is all time highs, isn't it? All right. Well, recession be damned. You can suck it. Beautiful candle 2 weeks ago. Follow through last week. Are we going to get extra follow through? This looks bullish as F above 350, y'all. Wow. Wow. How impressive is that? Good old Billy. Billy don't play, does he? Let's see. You're very much welcome, man. My English is great, apparently. Very, very sexy above 350, 340 handle. Love it. I mean, yeah, blue sky, man. Holy shit. On very girthy weeklies. Can't get mad about that. Sexy time, dude. I'm so ready for these allergies to go away. And then let's see, UEC. Let's see what Hellbound's doing. What you got going on, Hellbound? He bought some UEC at 540 last week. And oh, you're in the money good, brother. Very nice. Very nice, my friend. Oh, I like it. You're buying off of this little kind of ugly looking flag right here. Very sexy. It does have good resistance, though, at like 640, 650. Let's go to the daily. All right. So the daily isn't as sexy. You can see we got no momentum on the RSI or on the DMI, which I actually don't have. Let me throw my horizontals up real quick. No Momo pretty much anywhere on the oscillators anyway. Off the chart, it does look good above about 540. Since you're already in the money, though, for me, I would probably use a shorter term time frame, like a 3 hour, and stop out on that because 540 is a pretty decent entry on here. There is major resistance at $6 though, so you're just shy of that. I don't know what your trade plan was or what your target was for this, but you know that potentially could be a decent little trade there because you're in the money fairly well. You're up what 10%? Yeah, 10%. So hey, that's pretty good. And you bought it what last week? 10% in a week is pretty damn solid, my friend. But hey, again, like I said, I don't know what your trade plan was. Lots of resistance at $6. Above $6 though, I don't think that's the all-time high. Is it? No, all-time high is 650. Mega resistance at 650, right? So, but nice trade, dude. Very nice. I like it. You could probably use like a 570-ish for a stop out too to protect your profits because that'll still give you 5-ish% or whatever. That's probably how I do. Just ratchet my stop up, lock in some gains, and just let it ride, see what happens. But again, that's what I would do. That's my opinion. Whenever you open trades, you should have already an exit strategy. It's just like a business. You should have an exit strategy when you start a business too. And then he's looking at Uroy. What is Uroy doing here? I don't even know it. Uranium royalty. Okay, he's getting into the uranium stuff. That's probably a good look. Nukes and all that kind of crap. Well, not nukes like the bombs, but nuclear. Let me clarify that. No, we don't need no nukes going off. I know people are talking about that in the news right now over in the Middle East, which is absolutely asinine and crazy. But whatever. Oh, this isn't a political channel, so we're not going to talk about that. There is resistance at about 290, but we're in this nice little support zone, or consolidation zone, sorry, of 260 and 290. And says, think it's a little hot. Yeah. Yeah, the one thing that is interesting is it's not getting no Momo here. It's been down here since, what is this, a month pretty much now? Just kind of chilling. Let's go to a weekly. I mean, the weekly looks pretty good, to be fair. You got EMA, Chrono Cross. I mean, I like that. I mean, okay, for me on this, I would be engaged and down to buy some of this. Not right at this second, but on any kind of selling, I would be interested in buying this, unless like all the way down to about 265, 269, of course. So about to there, I would be down for scaling in and then stop out on this at like a hard stop on this at like 255, 260. So, because the Momo is just very non-existent, as you can see on the oscillators and even price action. It's pretty much been the same prices for the last 2 months outside of this week or so right here. But yeah, it looks pretty good though. Would definitely see if we can get a pullback to enter. And man, if it doesn't and just breaks out at 290, then you can use pullbacks to 290 off of that. You were going to scale in at 275. 275. Oh, you mean like $2.75. Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's very, very reasonable. That like literally is splitting all this business. And that's actually a very good target because if bulls are really strong off of this move here, which it looks like they're trying to get going, they probably won't let it go back below mid 270s again. So I like that. Scaling in to 275 sounds like a wunderbar plan, my friend. Let's see. What else do we got? That's probably it, I think. Oh shit, I'm already over an hour. Hot damn. Almost noon? Almost noon o'clock? All right, let's go to the couple things we forgot to do. Blockchain. Oh, snap. Blockchain stonks are getting rippity roodod. Let's just go to our index because that's the easiest way to look at it. Which, oh, look, it's right up against the ceiling, too. What? Go frickin' figure. We've been already targeting this area. It's going to be like a major stalling point. Lots of resistance at 570-ish. We got the trend line cross. We got all this business here failed. We got all this business of support. This is no joke. One thing that is badass about this structure is we made a higher high, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Very sexy. Back to the daily. We do have a gap over here. You know what would be really cool is fill this gap real quick. Sell off. That would be a pretty nasty sell off too in crypto land. Fill that gap before continuation because that could still easily build higher highs and keep the Momo going. And that's around 440. Let's look at that on the weekly. That's about right here where the freaking 200 EMA is. Or sorry, that's a regular MA. 200 MA is. That would be pretty nice. But yeah, ceiling struggle. We ain't going nowhere yet. Cores selling off again. I do want to buy some more of this. I got out of it last week after buying over here. We did that pretty much on the stream, kind of like just waiting really to see. I don't like it. I'm surprised this actually didn't go anywhere in this pump. That's actually very like it did a little bit, but it didn't break range though. And so that's a little surprising to me. Let's actually go look at an individual stock. MicroStrategy, yeah, see that broke range. Riot didn't break range. Huh, interesting. Riot didn't break range. BitF didn't break range. Coin broke short-term range. Hut getting smashed on. Oh, that's not good. They got earnings this week, it looks like, though. What is that, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Interesting. I will say, though, on the dailies, these do look like saucer patterns right here. So that's good for the bulls. Only way that's not good is if they just take out the base of the saucers right there, because that's kind of standard. Except MicroStrategy is one of the only ones that isn't doing that. Wow, SDIG is just getting absolutely clobbered. That one sucks. And all this rallying, it couldn't even do anything. Garbage. You're very welcome, Hellbound. Good to see you, man. I don't catch you in the live streams very often. One day I'll actually be real consistent, though, so you can schedule to come in here around that time instead of my kind of shotgunning approach. It's usually before noon on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. But yes, I am still trying to dial that in. Appreciate y'all's patience with that. But hey, you don't have to catch it live. You can just, go in on the YouTubes or TradingView, whatever, and watch it later. It's all good. Let's see. What else do we got? Yeah, a lot of stuff selling off on the crypto lands. Another basing pattern, though, here on BitF. Green and Riot. Yeah, so possibly these could be entries, but little surprised they didn't get any more follow through than that. Interesting. All right. Top traded. Microsoft. Is Apple breaking out to new highs? It looks like it might want to. I know Nvidia is almost. Oh, sorry. I stand corrected. Almost about to break out. $500 right on the money. Looks like. Yeah, $500. Very vertical action here. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Well, not the 15-day. Yeah, major resistance right here. If you wanted to short Nvidia for whatever reason, you could make a pretty good argument that your risk is real low right here. I would say that you're probably going to get stopped out off this chart, but risk to reward wise, I mean, hell, that's barely 80%. What is that, 1.5% or something away from here? So Hey, I don't know. I know some of my friends have asked me about Nvidia and shorting it. Earnings are coming up in not this week, but next week too. So that should get this bitch to either probably break out or dump all the way back down. Would be my guess. Oh, Disney's all the way back up to its horizontal. Look at that. Killed it on earnings. Everybody loves the mouse again. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, major resistance though at 90. Back above 90 though, this will start to look like a good scaling in position above 90. So might be something there coming up. And let's go to sector majors real quick and then I'm done. Yeah, everything's pretty flat today. I kind of noticed that this morning when I was just taking a little gander. Everything's pretty much just flat. Nothing too crazy. Just kind of a little boring day. A little price acceptance in the areas. Yeah, that's it. All right. Wrap this hoe up. Put a ticker in the chart real quick, or in the chat box, troll box, if you want me to look at it. Uh-oh. Bitcoin looks like it's got some sell pressure since I've done the stream here. And that's a direct correlation. I pretty much make it crash. Obviously, I'm joking. Sarcasm. Yeah, I mean, this is not surprising. I mean, 38,000 is mega resistance. 28. I'm sorry, 28. Whoa, 28. A little bit ahead of myself. 21 and a half mega resistance on Ethereum. So gonna need some time to really digest this move and see if bulls are real serious for continuation or if they're just establishing a new range. So either way, the bulls are intact. They do look very good. There's no doubt about that. It's just pretty much like, are we ready to range again? And the only way I would flip to this is crappy is we'd have to break like 30K, 31,000. And not just tap it intraday or intra week. We would have to close at least a couple of weeks below that for me to really change my tune. And obviously, that is very far away from happening. And we are going into a very bullish season for crypto into the holidays. So probably not going to happen. So yeah, we're just waiting for the price to kind of build this chart to see if we're going to do some range bound stuff. And until we're above 38K, I do think most of the moves have been had and pretty much across the board, except XRD is one of the only ones I've seen that hasn't popped really hard. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it there. I think that's it. Oh, one thing I didn't know, this was a chart. I didn't know this ordinals. I thought it was just stacks. I did not know about this, unfortunately, because it had a great bottoming setup. Look at this mofo, dudes. Look at this nice basing. We were talking about low risk entries on the channel all in early October. It's like, man, the charts don't look really great, but if Bitcoin just holds up, a lot of these will moonshot. This bitch, ordinals, I guess, is going to be very sought after, very hyped up in this next run because this bitch did a freaking 600% move in the last month. Absolute bananas. Is that giving us a clue that this is going to be the hype sector of doing ordinals with Bitcoin and actual utility for NFTs, not just a stupid ape or whatever? Possibly. That's kind of what I'm thinking of when I see something like this. And the only other one was like stacks. I think we already looked at that one, but whatever. We don't have to go through that again. All right, guys. Much love. I really appreciate Casey Lewis, Hellbound, for being interactive. Thank you, guys. It makes it way more fun for everybody. And gives us cool things to look at. Like a lot of those were blue sky breakout charts. I don't think a lot of people would have saw those had you not posted those. I know I wouldn't have. So again, much appreciated for that. Love you guys, and I'll see y'all Wednesday morning for Hump Day. This is No Noise. I am Z Rex. Peace.